All righty, there we go. Into full screen. Okay, there we go.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
folks. Hey, Juarez, I'm back. Am I back clear?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I'm glad about it. Okay, yeah, I had to switch computers to make sure that we are good. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody. Little bump in the road, little glitch in the system. That's all right. All right, folks, thank you so much. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's just like in business. All righty. You guys can hear me? Okay. All righty, good deal.
Yeah, Taste of Africa. I said I love your top.
You see my top?
Yeah, it's nice.
That's awesome.
All right, good deal. Sorry about that, guys. I had to. My wife surprised me with a new laptop. Because now here's what's interesting. I've got 1, 2, 3 laptops outside of her. Well, 3 laptops and an iPad. And the only one that works, and I think she's trying to sabotage my business, is her laptop. The only one that works the way I like it is hers. So, you know, me and her are in competition right now.
Okie
She's looking to go double diamond. And so she's trying to throw me off. But God won't allow it to happen.
Whoa.
Anyway, we're together in this. Anyhow, but what I was saying earlier on, guys, is I'm excited about all that's taken place. Congratulations to this incredible team of leaders. I mean, the growth that has happened in the first now 60 days of us really growing as a team has been phenomenal. So special congratulations to Dr. Sheun for leading the charge here. Write this down. One person with courage is the majority. One person with courage is the majority. And of course, she has lit the fire all throughout the UK. And then of course, Ebony has come on and just, you know, taken her place in leadership as well. And TT and so many of you. I don't want to get into name callings, but I wanted to, number one, start off with saying congratulations to each and every one of you for what's taken place so far. The purpose of today's call is I want you to understand where we are in terms of the timing of the business expansion throughout the UK and all throughout Europe and points beyond into Africa. I know that's a conversation that we've all had. And I want to kind of prepare you for the journey that we're going to embark upon together, closing out the month of May and leading over the next 18 months here. Remember, a part of our system, for those of you that are familiar and are aware, our system is really predicated upon what I call an 18-month commitment, okay? An 18-month commitment. Please write that down as well. Notice I didn't say 18 hours. I didn't say 18 days. I didn't say 18 weeks. I said 18 months. That is our system is designed that if you're following what we're talking about doing, applying it and growing within the system, within the culture, being a part of the team and growing as a leader, within 18 months of following this system, you will be able to have all of the resources that are required for you to go out and answer the call in your life. Now, that's our mission, that's our focus, and that's our system as an organization. It started with us, obviously. Started with my wife and I. Obviously, we've now been involved in the profession of network marketing in August of this year, will make 16 years. The first 6 years, you've heard me talk about this story. We didn't do well financially. We didn't even earn $100,000 US in the first 6 years combined. It wasn't for a lack of effort. It was not for a lack of commitment. It was not for a lack of focus. It was a part of the process, okay? And everybody's process, everybody's journey is going to be different. Please write that down. Everybody's process, everybody's personality, and everybody's journey is different. My process was different because I didn't have the belief, the confidence, and the influence that was required to become a six-figure a year earner, a multiple six-figure a year earner, or even a seven-figure career earner. I did not have that at that time. And so I had to grow through my process. I had to come get my belief built. I had to come get my skills sharpened. And that's exactly what you, and more importantly, people on your team will be doing as well. The whole process of Project Build It for Your Last Name was just that. It was a process. It was a matriculation process through growth of this business, because Project Build It for Your Last Name was not birthed because we didn't make money. You know, the time frame in which this vision was given to us came after I was a seven-figure earner. That's after I became $1 million earner in network marketing. It came after I was earning over $20,000 a week. It came after I was speaking in front of stages of up to 20,000 people. It came after I was promoted on the GoPro platform with Eric Worre. It came after, you know, traveling around the world, working with leaders on multiple continents. It came after having leaders on my team become six-figure earners. It came after all of those accomplishments, because write this down. Confidence is not built through compliments. It is only built through accomplishments. I'll say it one more time, leaders. Confidence. That word confidence, it means with trust. With trust. With confidence, trust. It means to have confidence means I have a resilient trust in myself and in what I'm doing, and more importantly, where I'm going. Think about it. Those of us that drive, when you get in your vehicle to drive, you're not most of the time putting your hand on 10 and 2 on the steering wheel anymore, right? When you get in your vehicle to drive, you're not like panicking, sweat. Your palms are not sweaty. You're not praying to the Father, please let this car, let me be able to, you're not doing, why? Because you have confidence. You have confidence not in the vehicle. You have confidence in your ability, hear me, to drive the vehicle. It works is a what? Vehicle. When you build your confidence, you will have the ability to drive this vehicle. Now, just like babies, listen to me, just like babies. How many of us have children? By show of hands, please. You have children, good. Now, do all children, listen to me, please, do all children walk at the same time? No. Do all children talk at the same time in terms of time of months? You know, our daughter Chandler, she was, watch this, she was talking before she was walking. Chandler was saying, dada, mama, eat, go, no. She was saying all that at 5 months. She was talking. Chandler was having conversation. No, yes, take here, mom, come, bottle. She was saying that at 5, 6 months. But watch this, Chandler didn't start walking to after a year. And I'm racking my brain like, here it is, what is wrong with you? And we do that with people on our team. What's wrong? Because here's what you do. You take somebody that's walking at 7 months and you compare them to somebody who's not walking at month 10. And you say, month 10 person, what is wrong with you? Nothing. Process is different. I've even heard, and you know, because we have a lot of nephews, a lot of boys. Do you know that the girls talk faster than the boys? How many of you have had that experience? You don't say, okay, there's something wrong with this boy, throw him out. That's how some of you do your teams. I want to give you something. I'm talking about the process now. Because when you look at what we're doing in terms of Project Build It for Your Last Name, and this vision and this mission that we're a part of, all of us are a part of, I want you to learn and discover how to personalize the vision. Why, Jarrod? Because people don't perish for a lack of vehicle. They perish for a lack of vision. If you want to make money and it works, promote the vehicle. You want to make money and it works, promote the vehicle. Promote it works, promote the products, promote the keto coffee, promote the reps, and listen to me. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to create wealth, and I want you to hear my heart, if you want to create wealth, promote the vision. People want to be a part of movements. Are you listening to me? People want to be a part of what? Movements. Even when they don't always like the movers. So today, I wanted to have a conversation with all of you leaders, because that's what you are. You are a leader, because remember, leadership is not a title. Leadership is not an income. There's some leaders, or what we title leaders, that have a Rolls Royce body and a lawnmower engine. They've got big hat, no cattle. And that's not to put them down. But what I teach, what we teach, a part of our team's culture. And I was talking with a young lady last night. She's in another company, making over $65,000 a month in that company. And do you know one of the things that she said to me, Juarez, Dr. Shayon, you know what she said to me as we were talking? She says, I fell in love with your pages on Facebook because I saw you guys have such a strong team culture. She says, oh my God, we're doing well over here. We're doing great over here. But man, y'all, the culture, I can see it. You've got people posting. Everybody's talking about building it for their last name. Oh my, that resonates. And then here's what she said. She said, the name of my team in her company is Legacy Leavers. She says, we want to leave a legacy. But man, the culture, you and your team, and I can tell how you guys interact on Facebook. And she said, I was looking at all the comments and going to other people's pages, and I see what they're promoting. They're promoting the vision, and they're talking about the team. They're talking about, man, it just seems like a great culture. Man, I'd love to be a part of your culture. I said, well, baby, you're making $60,000 a month. Don't put that pressure on me. Stay over there. Get that money. Don't leave that $65,000 a month and come over here and don't get to $60,000 a month in your first 2 weeks and be mad at me. So stay over there. But my point is this here. Remember, if times change, if something happens, guess who she's going to want to join? She's not going to want to join a company. She's going to want to join a culture. Are you listening to me? That's why I want you to learn and discover how to personalize Project Build It for Your Last Name. Not because of me. I don't force anybody to promote Build It for Your Last Name. All the leaders, Dr. Shayon will tell you, there's never been a conversation where I say, hey, you need to promote Build It for Your Last Name. No, never. You could, and listen to me. There are leaders that are part of this organization that have their own team identity, their own team name. I'm not against it. I encourage, if that's what you feel you want to do, I will never get in the way of what a person wants to do. This leads me to a principle I want to give you real quickly here. It's from this book. If you haven't gotten this book, it's a book that you deserve to study. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. I want to talk about a principle here today. One of the laws. Remember, laws are what govern success. Write this down, please. Success principles are easy to find. They're hard to follow. Success principles are easy to find. They're just hard for most people to follow. Why? Because success principles forces you to embrace and adapt to personalities. Everybody a part of your team won't have your personality. Now, remember what I'm saying to you. I want you to hear me very clearly, please, ladies and gentlemen. There's a difference between your group. Oh, listen to me clearly now. Let me sit up straight. There's a difference between your group and your team. TT, you understand what I'm saying to you? There's a difference. Mary, are you following me? You with me? There's a difference, Shaun, between your group and your team. Your group will have the masses of people a part of it. Some of you will have dozens. Others of you will have hundreds. Few of you will have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people a part of your group. But your team will be a much smaller conglomerate of people. I don't even want to use the word group when I'm talking about the team. Best example I could give you is Jesus. He had a team of how many? 12. With developing and deploying 12 leaders. He worked with them for 3.5 years. Only 3.5 years. Watch this. Jesus is probably, well, in my opinion, he is the greatest network marketer to ever walk the planet. Jesus is the greatest, hear me, visionary to ever walk the planet. And watch this. He never built a building. He never wrote a book. Are you listening to me? As a matter of fact, the substratum of what Jesus built for 3.5 years was people. If you build people, people will build the business. Are you listening to me? If you build people, people will build the business. But the challenge with most of us is we are trying to build the group instead of focus on developing the team. So you get frustrated trying to make a groupie, a teammate. Every musician, performer, celebrity, watch this, lean in leaders, has groupies. Groupies. They just want to be around. They want to be a part, and they want to be a part of the fanfare. Here it is. They know the sound of the music and the lyrics. That's what but they're not behind the scenes working with you. I venture to say the groupies want to be entertained. The team members want to be empowered. Write it down. Your group wants to be entertained. Your leaders, your team want to be empowered. One of the laws I want to give you real quick, one that resonates with me at a deep level, is law number 14. It's the law of buy-in. The law of what? Buy-in. And we're almost done here. Okay. Law of buy-in. The law of buy-in. I want to give this to you. Write it down, please. The law of what? Buy-in. I feel like I'm turning through a Bible. You know how the preachers be going through the Bible, pulling up the scripture. I want to give this to you though. Is this helping anybody? This helping anybody? It is. Okay, good. Write this down. People buy into the leader, then the vision. People first buy into the leader, then they buy into the vision. Here's what happens. Let me give you the equation. Write this down. Leader plus vision equals results. Talking about the team now. Why am I talking about this? Because I want you to stop getting frustrated when you're not hitting your goal because you're trying to make group members team members. To hit your goal, people on your team can never and do not ever want to feel, operative word feel. We're emotional beings. Remember, Christ didn't die for our feelings. He died for our sins. So you're entitled to your feelings. And as a leader, I've had to learn how to deal with people's feelings. Are you listening to me? And I'm going to tell you something. When people feel that it's not about them, when people feel that it's about you, when people feel that the only reason why you want them to win, that the only reason why you want them to succeed, the only reason why you want them to move on or rank up or accomplish is so that you can get promoted, guess what they do? Shut down. Now, we all know, in order for each of us to go to the next level, we have to empower people to go to the next level. We all know that, yes? You want to get to Ruby, you got to empower people to buy products, right? You want to get to Emerald, guess what you got to do? You got to empower at least 2 people on your team, not your group, but 2 people on your team to go Ruby so you can go what? Emerald. You want to go Diamond, you've got to empower people on your team that'll go Ruby and Emerald. But it's how you make them feel. It was the great late sainted writer that said, she said, people will forget what you said. This is Maya Angelou's words, not mine. She says, people will remember, they will forget what you said. Some of them will even forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. You know what, and any one of the leaders that's communicated to me, just go through your text messages that we've had and count how many times I've asked you, how are you feeling? How do you feel? Not how you doing. I know how you're doing. You're up and down. You're a human being. Some days you're great. Other days you're like, oh God. Right? I know how you're doing. How you feel. Watch this. Here's the equation. Leader plus vision equals result. Here's what happens. When people don't buy in when people do not buy into the leader and they don't buy into the vision, guess what they do? They get another leader. Remember I told you the equation of buy-in. Don't buy in. Leader plus vision equals results. Leader, you're the leader plus your vision. Remember I told you at the beginning, you want to make money, promote the what? Vehicle, products. You want to develop wealth, promote the what? Vision. I told you I want you to personalize and discover what building it for your last name, what does that mean? What does that feel like? What does that look like for you? For me, I already knew that I could not do network marketing and deal with all of the things that I've got to deal with people, projects, problems, situations, circumstances, flights, hotel. I could not deal with all of this without having a clear, concise vision. I wouldn't be willing to handle all of this. Are you listening to me? You want our income? Be prepared to handle all of these insults. I venture to say the bigger the income you have in this business, the higher level of insults you'll have to learn how to lead through. It's insulting to me. It used to be insulting to me. I set up a webinar for you. Take time out of my day. Take time out of my schedule. I send you the invitation. I don't charge you for the invitation like I had to go pay to learn how to invite. Remember that word? We have to pay for cash cow. We have to pay. I had to pay, take money and pay for a training to learn how to invite people. And here I am giving it to you for free, and you won't listen to it. I was insulted. I'm insulted. I set up the time away from my wife, away from my family to do a launch call for you, and I'm insulted because you have no guest on. I'm insulted. My mentor, he told me in the beginning, he said, listen, you got one meeting. I'm going to give you 4. I'm a schedule 4, but I'm going to give you an opportunity for 1. And based on the results from the 1 will determine if I do the other 3. By the way, I'll be in 6 countries over the next 90 days. So I got a short period of time for you to use me. I was 26. Didn't have $150 to pay my light bill. My cell phone, I had to get an extension on it because it was going to be turned off. I left the apartment. I left the home I was in. That was, by the way, up for foreclosure. Car was up for repossession. This is in 2009. I took my list of 130 names that I had written down. There was no host of posts back then. There was no social media the way we have it today. 10 years ago, no. They didn't even have, there was no Instagram back then. There was no TikTok. There was no Snapchat chat. There was no watch it. There was no live video. You couldn't do live videos on Facebook back then. So guess what I had to do? I had to pick up my cell phone. And although I was broke, I had to make phone calls to people. Not about what I had, but where I was headed. My first meeting, had about 40 people say yes, they'll come. Now, they didn't have to get on a Zoom. They had to get in their cars and drive some 20, 30 minutes, an hour to come to this meeting. But I was so convicted. I was so assured. I was so confident. I hadn't made any money yet. No money, no volume. I had just borrowed, this 2009, I had just borrowed the $1,300 US that was required to start the business. I had just borrowed the money from my dad. And I told him I need this money to pay the mortgage because your granddaughter is not going to have a roof over her head if I don't. Made the phone calls. He gave me the money. I didn't pay the mortgage. Mary, TT, I didn't pay the mortgage. I'm 26-year-old. I've got a daughter now out of wedlock. I'm embarrassed. I've embarrassed my family. You know, my mom is Nigerian. The whole Nigerian side of the family turned their back. They didn't want to get out. You're a half caste. They start abusing me. There's no baby shower. They didn't come to the baby shower. There's no diaper. They're not buying nothing. I made the phone calls though. 27 people showed up. 13 people joined. I earned over $3,000 my very first week. 3 months later, I made $8,333 for the month. 2 months after that, my 5th month in that business, I was making over $20,000 a month. 2 years into the business, I was over $50,000 a week, or $50,000 a month. 3 years into the business, I was over $20,000 a week. What about you? What does the vision mean to you? Leader, they don't buy in to the leader, but they buy into the vision. they'll get another leader. That's the result. Number 3, if they buy into the leader, but they don't buy into the vision, they'll get another vision. Are you listening to me? So if they buy into the leader, they got to buy in. You can't force them in. Some of us are forcing them out. You've got to learn how to buy them in. You got to learn how to woo them. It's like, you know, I know we got a lot of ladies on here. I think it was a couple of fellas. You know, fellas, we woo women in. Come on. And women, you woo fellas in. Yes, you do. You come on. You put on the heels. You put on the oil. Yes. Come on. You get your hair done. You cooking. You're wooing. You're getting him to buy into you. And if you don't have a man, you need to learn how to woo. That's leadership. Leadership, see, in this business, it's not about management. It's about leadership. You got to learn. It's a process. You've got to learn how to get them to buy in. I'm not talking about, you know, compromising your convictions. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying you have to learn how to give people a perspective that woos them in. All right? So they buy into the leader, don't buy into the vision, they get another vision. Now watch this, very dangerous place to be in. If and when people get another vision, it's called division or die vision, hence perishing. There are people that buy into me as a leader. They don't buy into Project Builder for their last name. They get another vision. It's called division. You follow me? And guess what I do with them? Nothing. I'm attempting to woo them. How do you woo them? I go attract other leaders that buy in to the leader, buy in to the vision, and then they get behind the leader. When people buy into the leader, they buy into the vision, they get behind that leader. Now watch this. When people on your team start calling you and saying, hey, coach, what do you need for me and my team to do this month so you can accomplish your goal? They've bought into you, the leader. They've bought into the vision, and they're behind you. Hey, coach, I'm going to do my part, but hey, what do you need from us this month? You need me to go? How many emeralds you need me to grow? How many loyal customers you see? When that is happening, you've got people bought into you, the leader, the vision, and they're behind you. Are you listening to me? So the assignment as you close out the month of May, wrapping this up, as we close out the month of May, your assignment as we all together, Annie, Mary, Coach Juarez, Sheun, all of us together, Ebele, TT, Stephanie Allen, I see you out there. Thank you so much for being on. Our assignment for this month is to take inventory of our leadership, our vision, and our teams. Take inventory of that. Because one of the worst feelings in the world is to hit a position and don't have the leaders behind you to sustain it. Are you listening to me? This month of May, we've got some major things happening. There's going to be a major announcement, I believe, on Sunday as well. But I can tell you, the entire world of It Works, they are watching this team. I'm telling you what I know. They see what's going on. They're seeing you promote people. They're seeing your loyal customers. I want you to stay focused on that and even get louder with it. More videos. Juarez, I see what you're doing, brother. Looks great. More posts. I see the verb. I see what's going on. I see the loyals you're enrolling. I see the before and afters that you're more. I want to see more vision More posts and more content about vision being promoted. Why? Because people are watching. They're watching, saying, is there a leader I can connect with? Is there a vision I can buy into? Is there a leader I can get behind? And I want them to see you. You cannot hide yourself from the marketplace and expect them to find you. This is not hide and go seek. This is show and tell. Are you listening to me? This is not hide and go seek. This is show and tell. Show them the vision and tell them the mission. All right? So I'll open up for any questions or comments as we get ready to close here. Thank you guys again so much for being on. If you have not checked your auto ship, done your auto ship this month, get that done, leaders. Get that done. You don't have your 6 loyals, get that done. Star Achiever. I love the Star Achiever promotions, your banners of new people. Man, keep putting that out there. You see, I'm sharing them as well. Why? Because as people are watching, they're going to, UK. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. And they're going to be looking for you. They're going to be looking for you. They want, remember, people want to be a part of movements. Are you following me? People want to be a part of movements. You got to decide, are you a part of the movement or are you a mover of the movement? Are you following me? It's the movers of the movement that people want to be a part of. All right, so I'll open up, I'll unmute the lines. Any comments, questions we have real quick, I'd love to hear from you guys. And then I've got to jump off in the next 5 minutes to get ready for our next call here. Oh, you guys are unmuted, I think. Yes, everybody's unmuted. You'd have to unmute yourself if you got any questions, comments you want to add. Oh, okay, unmute. Go ahead. Okay, you're unmuted, Shana.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for this. I feel it. We've started something, and yeah, we can only get on and do more. Promote the vision. That's it. Promote. Thank you very much. Over to you guys.
Absolutely. So proud of you as well. I'm trying to unmute. Okay, there we go. You guys should be able to unmute yourselves now. There you go. Go ahead, guys.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey,
Yeah,
Emily, we can.
Hi. I'm so sorry. I've been traveling back from Manchester and literally just got home like about 20 minutes ago. But I just want to say that's like everything you've talked about that I've managed to catch is a lot of things that I've been experiencing. I know Dr. Sharon, we've spoke about things. It's really uplifting to know that you're not the only one that's felt the way that, I don't even know how to put it into words, but yeah, it's given me a real boost to know that I'm not alone. There's some things that have happened that just really drains you and you just think, oh, I've got to start again. But, you know, you've just got to dust yourself off and just find new leaders. And I know there are a couple of my leaders on here already, Mary and Lio, who no matter what, come rain or shine, they're always there with me. So I just want to say thank you to you two. You've been amazing. Sometimes to 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, we're still on the phone chatting and looking at how we're going to do host to post. So yeah, that's been really good. And I think it's really good for the team, the ladies to hear as well. And that's something that I'm going to be taking back to the team that weren't able to make it on today. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. So proud of you. Congratulations on all that has taken place in your business as well. I know you got some monumental goals this month and moving forward. So I'm excited about that. Congratulations. Anybody else before we get ready to close it?
Titi wants to talk. Then go on, Titi. Titi, speak.
Titi, come on. You're the next Ruby.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? Actually, well, I just want to say thank you, for the support, and it's been awesome. Yeah, I do see your posts, you know, you keep reposting, and kind of cheer us on. And you know, that, I mean, to me, that's awesome, because when you know that you have the support of your leader, when you look behind you and you know they're there cheering you up, you know, telling you to go ahead, and they're giving you the full support, all of what the equipment you need to move ahead. I think it's so awesome. It's a whole new thing on another level. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. And we'll continue to do more of that too, because we know it makes a difference. So appreciate you. Anybody else before we close out?
Fola
Awesome.
is hiding somewhere. Where is she?
All right, folks. Well, let's close out with a monumental week here. Believe all the way through. Remember, leadership, vision, results. Thank you all so much for being on. Appreciate your time and your attention. Let's go out and let's knock it out this week, okay?
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.